I'm live. I think there might be a slight delay, but I'll be able to see that on my own screen here in a second. Give me a sec. Oh, sure enough, there is a delay. Let me see here. All right. I'm gonna turn off the sound on this too, so it doesn't distract me. Hi, how's it going? Boy, you're looking way better on this screen than I do on my own screen down below. Whoa, look at that. Awesome. That alarm that just went off on my phone is actually to tell me that the Fallout episode is going to be starting pretty soon. Because, in case you didn't know, on Amazon Prime, if you've already logged in, hopefully you are, because the parts you're going to be able to hear of that or see of that will be on your own Amazon Prime. I'm just going to be reacting to it and talking as it's going on. But I am a little nervous about the delay. So, but at the same time, I will tell you when it starts and what's going on. I did, in case you haven't also, you might want to get into your Prime account if you have one, because in there you'll see that for Fallout they have a special premiere set up, and the reason why you want to go ahead and register with that premiere is because they are going to be at half past 5:30 p.m. They will be doing 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. They will be opening the vault, and people are going to be able to go in, and something's going to be happening for about a half an hour before that show starts. So, whoa, what's this? Something went wrong. No, let's see what went wrong. So, at any rate, so yeah, I wanted to be able to make sure that you guys knew that beforehand as well. All you have to do, you go in there and it says RSVP now. It still lets you do that up till 5:30 p.m. And then 5:30 p.m. again PST, the vault will open, and then at 6 is when the actual show starts. So I'm thinking that there's something else that's going to happen between 5:30 and 6. So, but in the meantime, the reason why I started this early is so I can talk to you guys. Let me see who else is in here. First off, too, I can see y'all making things. Is it Fretful Banjo and Bakersfield Paranormal Services? Good to have you on board. Thank you for your service. Also, we got the Echo Albino. Did I say that right? Yeah. And then Super Speed and Fallout Man 342 specifically. Is that your vault or is that just your personal number? Oh, and Anachos? I don't know. Peter Marsh also. Hello, Peter Marsh. And yeah, and I'll try. The Super Speed again. Hi. So yeah, I'm gonna be answering any questions you have. I'll show you some stuff too. And I also want to tell you the reason, in case you do follow our channel, in case you have, you actually know who I even am or what we're doing here. Is it Umut? Hello. The thing is, I was originally going to release our newest episode of our podcast. I couldn't do that because I had some spoiler things in there, and I wasn't aware of that. There's some things that are going to be happening that I couldn't talk in depth about before, and so I guess I was kind of nervous about releasing it without going through and making sure that certain things weren't on that video in that podcast. But I will tell you some very exciting things are going to be happening in relation to this show tonight, or should I say this premiering tonight, as well as, there's some things I can tell you, some things I can't. One is we are working, for those of you who've been asking me, because you saw the interview with Chris Bernardo that we did, he mentioned, well, you know what, he wanted me to go out with him to test it to show off the Pip-Boy, and that is the plan. We are actually scheduled to do that. We're working out the final arrangements, And then we're also getting the actual screen use prop to try and take up there. That's the plan right at the moment, to show the progress of this. So that the actual prop that you're going to see in the show, which I'll tell you more about either during the show or I might tell you about beforehand. That there's some things interesting about that. And then, of course, the different prototypes that Chris has made up to this point, as well as some of the sketches and things up to an actual working one, the final. If you've seen already through IGN and things, you might have seen some video of the actual working version that's up to date to this point. It's still not the final version. I will also tell you, I can't tell you everything just yet. Yeah, you're going to have to wait for the tested thing to see that. But if you bought the Pip-Boy, a lot of things that you're desiring, a lot of things you guys asked for, are now a part of that. And so it's going to be doing a lot more than you anticipated. And it's going to be worth way more than your $200 that you put in for it. So I guarantee you this is a prop that you're going to really enjoy. And I'm very excited about getting. And yes, I'll be able to handle at least an initial version of that this upcoming month. But at any rate, so who else has dropped in since then? Gary Vonnen and Sam Oki. Is that right? From the One Company. One Company moment. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So, at any rate, but I also have a couple of little things with me, like this. I opened this a long time ago. It was one of those mystery bags that you can get. It came with this guy. And I was really excited that it was in there. It even it's on a vault stand. Isn't that pretty cool? 126. But what really, the reason why I'm showing this to you is because I was trying to think about things that we're going to be doing when we go to Fall at New Vegas this year. And this is going to be one of my cosplays. We don't know how we're going to get it out there. I'm not planning on bringing it back home. So I'm planning on leaving it there. I'm either going to give it to somebody or I'm going to leave it with the place. I don't know. But this is what I plan to look like, at least for one of the days there. So, at any rate, and then I'll probably also do the same thing I did last time. If you saw this before, you saw the video for it. This is my working Thirst Blaster that actually does shoot. And if you can hear, actually, might have, just now it might have fixed itself. Up till now, that was sticking because when I did the cola into it, I think some got inside the button and so the trigger and it started sticking. So you'd pull the trigger and it would keep going. But now it's doing it pretty good. But anyway, how's the sound? Is the sound okay? Let me know what you think. Fixed itself for the camera. It did. Just right then and there, like magic. But at any rate, I want to kind of make this. I don't know if I can shrink I'm going to try and touch the screen. Hopefully I don't do something crazy here. Nope, it will not let me zoom out. Unfortunately, in this live mode, I'm using my camera to do this, so sounds good. All good. So I don't know. This is my first time of doing it straight from the camera. Outside of when we did go to Vegas and I did some live streaming stuff. I also have some. I'm trying to take again all the Pip-Boys that I have. So this is also a lot of you have asked about this. I don't know why all of a sudden this video is getting viewed a lot again. People asking about where to get one now or whatever because they want to do the same upgrades. This one, what I loved about it, this is the special edition version, but I dismantled the hinge and made it into a button. So now when you push down on it, let's see if it's actually charged. Yep, there it goes. Then it starts up the phone. And then this button right here turns on my radio and my Geiger counter, as well as the button. The original version only lit up here and here, but these two weren't lit up. I don't know why. It's an extra light. That's all that it took. But at the same time, so but it also has, you'll notice these two pieces on the bottom. These are for when it's on the stand that it came with. It will actually charge on that stand. Hang on here. I'll get us in here. Let's see here. I can also, what I like about this is I can also go into the radio. And then, although I'm in a spot in my house that doesn't get internet very well, so that's going to be a problem. It's probably sitting there thinking, oh, maybe it can. Let's go for, let's go for the Fallout 4 Classic. Does that work? Oh no, let's do, hang on. Here we go. Let's do New Vegas. So it can play, it has the Fallout radio right there. And then, eventually, might do Vegas. I think it's just behind the other. But at any rate, and then I can, oh, here we go. Huh, weird. So I can exit it, or I can turn that off if I want, I think. And then I can exit it. Unfortunately, I don't have a volume button. Here we go. And then I can also get into oh, how do I charge the phone? Okay, that is a good question. Oh, there it is. Now it's starting up. And there you go. So, anyway, I'm going to turn this off here as soon as it starts up so you can see it. There it is. Oh, offline mode. There it comes. So, there you go, right there. Any rate, one of the things about that too is if you ever play the games in that app, they are pausable. Everything in there was pausable, but you had to touch the button to pause them. And so this let me touch that button, so I can actually pause the game and restart it pushing that button. Also, another thing about it is we have 3 apps now that are great. One that you have to go searching for, which was the one I just showed you. The one that James kind of modified that works for the 76 model for the Pip-Boy 2000. And then, of course, we have one that's for a virtual reality LARPing kind of thing that you can do but that we talked about not too long ago. But at the same time, so going back to your question, still waiting on let's see here. Oh boy, you guys have talked a little bit since I came in here. So yeah, the show will be starting pretty soon. As far as the, how do I charge the phone in here? So there's one of these that goes up in a cable through here underneath, all the foam, into here, and then plugs into the phone right there. And I used an angled attachment to be able to do that, adapter. And then, and so that side charges the phone. The other side charges the lights that are in here that you're able to turn on and off. So, anyway, if you want to do that same modification, or you happen to have the Pip-Boy, you could do that easily using the video that's on in our channel. There's also the Spirit Halloween version of the Pip-Boy that also is no longer available, which is a great one. I've seen a lot of people using it and wearing it, even in cons and things. I've cut that screen off, and it's very easy. If you want to do an easy version of putting a Raspberry Pi inside, that's the one to do it with, because there's tons of room inside that thing. And also, if you go to the Raspberry Pi website, they actually have all the parts you need for the knobs and everything else, as well as a couple of additional pieces that you need to attach the Raspberry Pi to make your own Pip-Boy 3000. And then they also have a 3D printable case that you can use. So you can either 3D print it, or you can use the one I just talked about, where it takes a bigger screen. There's a lot of ways you can make your own Pip-Boy at a low cost. So, at any rate, can't wait for the 76 one to be finished. You mean the Pip-Boy? As in the new one that we're going through and doing in phases, or the one that's behind me? Because I'm actually redoing my original one. I pulled out a couple of parts and things. I showed it to Chris. I'm trying to take it with me also on that trip to California. So I'm hoping I have it done before then, so I can show Norm and Adam. But any rate, so that's that. You guys are the first people to find that out, by the way, that we're doing the tested thing. But at the same time, yeah, the phases, I want to get to that. The reason why I put off the next phase was because the next step requires you to modify the outside casing. And that's what I had to do the first time I did it. And I just thought there had to be an easier way. That was also based on my first versions of how I was trying to do it. So I thought, well, maybe I don't really need to do that. Maybe it doesn't need to be expanded. Literally last night I was checking it out, and no, there's no way around it. I do have to modify it a little bit. But the other thing I was looking into that I thought was, surely there's a way where I can actually go through and just make a 3D model of that one part that would better hold those parts inside. So that was also what I was waiting for. So I can give you kind of two options for doing it. So that's the reason why it took so long. Also, a billion things have been happening since last November, as you've probably seen, and I've been kind of wrapped up in them. But when there's a break or when there's something else going on, it's because I got something big that we're trying to make happen. Let me see if my phone is just as good. Oh yeah, it is. Let's see here. Where did I left off? Oh, I'm sorry. You got to go, Echo Albino. Oh, you got to go to school today. I'm guessing you're not in the U.S. Unfortunately, that's the hard part about that, right? They're releasing the show kind of late, so people. I know Vince and James, they are asleep at this point. Vince is planning on watching it early in the morning, tomorrow morning. If you're in the United States, I'm in the Midwest, so it's kind of an early time for California. But for people in New York and things, of course, it would be much later. For me, it's about 7:30 is when it's starting. So, at any rate, or it should say 7:30 is when the vault opens, and then at 8 is when the show actually starts. But at any rate, I am curious though, how many of you guys are planning on just binging the whole thing tonight? Like, you don't want any chance you're gonna run into someone tomorrow and not know something that they know, or or accidentally see something online that you're going to be upset about. I don't know. I know. I don't know. I mean, how far do I want to go with it tonight? Should I just watch my plan was to just watch the first episode, see this vault opening thing, and do that live with you guys, and tell you also. Like I said, I have a lot of details, things that I can tell you during the show that I'm privy to. Luckily, because we've also had access to the prop master and some other information that's not public right now. So I do hope to give you some background stuff. So this is kind of like that track on the DVD when you're watching a movie that you can select where they give you all the kind of behind the scenes stuff or some other things. But at any rate, we'll see what happens. But at any rate, when will it come out? Dexter asks. As in the video, my video, or are you asking what? Sorry, be more specific, Dexter. And don't kill me either. Let's see here. I'm getting a Pip-Boy for Christmas. That's awesome. Which one are you getting? Are you getting the one from the show that's on the gear store? Are you getting one that I don't know? Which one are you getting? I'm curious to see. Oh, okay. That's cool. Fire Team Callie says he can't wait for the 76 to be finished. He's trying to think also of a workaround on his or on theirs. Sam Oki is from Europe, so probably one episode for them, and then they got to call it a night. I don't blame you. I did think about. I mean, I'm sure that there's people that are streaming this the whole night. As far as like doing what I'm doing right now, the entire season all at once. I might do more than one episode. I don't know. That's up to you guys. If you want to hang out or you want me to keep going, I'll see about it. I do have patients I have to see tomorrow. I don't think they like it when I don't have a lot of sleep. I don't want to be an impaired provider. But at the same time, let's see here. What do you think of Raymond Gordon's soundtrack? Oh, I don't know. This is Echo Albino. Still on, hasn't gone to bed yet. I don't. Is that who did the soundtrack for the new Fallout, or is that I don't know. What pieces I've heard have been pretty good. Although most of what I've heard has also been just like 50s. A lot of the common Fallout kinds of music that I've heard so far. What time does the show come out? As far as the Fallout TV show, it starts. So if you are part of the fan premiere, then it starts at 5:30 Pacific time, so California time. For me, like I said, that's about 7:30 my time. And or sorry, 5:30 5:30 California time is when the vault opens. I keep getting confused about this. So basically, you're going to be able to enter something. My guess is because it doesn't start till 6 and that it opens at 5:30 that they're going to do something during that time. And I'll let you know what it is. In the case that you didn't go in there, if you do have, once again, if you have Amazon Prime and you're set up ready to watch this, go in there. You'll see that you can RSVP up to about 10 minutes from now. So you get 10 minutes. You can RSVP. They will email you a link and kind of like a reminder thing. I don't know if that really matters too much. Then when you go in, it literally counts down. It does say 10 minutes, 13 seconds until the vault opens right now. And then, so when that vault opens, you'll be able to see what in the world are they going to show us when the vault opens. I'm guessing we're going to get some behind the scenes stuff or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Is Todd going to be, I don't know what's going to happen at that point. But anyway, just so you know, that's what's going on. Howdy. Hey, Zap Wizard. You know what? I've had a lot of people that I directed to your model and your build. And one particular person actually a while ago that I referred to it made the 2000. I think you got to see that video. And I recently talked about it on our podcast. So yeah, if you haven't seen Zap Wizard's work, go check that out. Dexter came back. What time does the show come out? Oh, I just answered that. How much longer again? It says 8 minutes, 54 seconds. Oh, do you want to see what I'm seeing? Here, let's see if I can show it to you without disconnecting it accidentally, because I have to, down here I have to, look at that, huh? Look at that. But at any rate, so there it is. So that's what I'm seeing right now on my screen. I'm just waiting for it to change. But yeah, Global Fan Premiere is what I'm going to be joining at 5:30 p.m. Before it premieres at 6 p.m. Again, Pacific time. So, at any rate, let's see here. I'm going to see if I can get one from the show, but I'm not sure. Okay. Super Speed is looking at getting one of those Pip-Boys from the show. Like I said, I can't tell you everything yet. And I there's a lot that I'm not going to be able to share about the tested thing either. That I'm going to be signing some stuff. I've already signed some things related to other things. So there's some things I can't share, but then there is limitations on what I could share. And one other thing I will say, because I am very aware of it, is again, what this Pip-Boy does that's coming out that is being made by the Wand Company is everything that people wrote basically in some of those comments, without me saying all the specific things, most everything. I don't know. I mean, every time Chris calls me or writes me, there's something else that he's bringing up, and then he'll be like, "Don't talk about that yet." So, but at the same time, I mean, really, it's everything I wanted from the 2000. Really, for the most part, it's going to do amazing things that I'm just blown away. It's $200. The front of it's metal. It's going to do all these interface things and a lot of other things, like I said, that really work. I mean, a lot of things that are going to really work, just like I wanted that to. That was almost, well, how much was that when it first came out? 130 to 160, something like that. I think that was the range. You guys tell me. But at any rate, and yet this is only $200. Then they're not going to change that. And as far as if you're worried about not being able to get it, again, Chris said, no, I mean, I don't know that's going all the way to November when you can pre-order it. But at the same time, they're literally building this to the pre-orders. So as long as you get your pre-order in before then, they're not going to run out of them. They're not going to whatever else, because literally the number that they're going to produce is based on the number of people that pre-ordered. But the reason why you can't purchase it with other items, you might have noticed, you had to take things out of your cart, is because this is going to come by itself, and it's going to be scheduled based on that thing. That's why November too. people keep asking about the time. Why November? Why is this coming out till November? Well, it was only like a month and a half ago that they even contacted the one company to make the thing. So I mean, it's actually amazing how far they've come in a short amount of time. But Chris is has enough experience now. He's able to put out these things kind of quickly. But I mean, there's the tooling and everything else. There's so many things where things can go wrong, and they really done a good job of adjusting and making changes and stuff like that. And this is now size wise, as he mentioned too. The Pip-Boys came in a couple sizes, but for majority of the stars in the show are kind of skinny, for one thing, and small, and so yeah, this is a little bit smaller. I'll tell you a lot of details too about why it's silver, why it looks a certain way. All these, I have answers to all that. Even about the set and things. These were all very specifically picked out on why and how they were made, and why it needed to look a certain way. But I do have some criticisms as far as the real world and why it looks the way it does. But at the same time, I'm very excited about this. Several of my friends got to go to the premiere, so they got to see the first two episodes. They've already told me about this and stuff. They had to keep things hush hush because they signed NDAs, a lot like the stuff that I've signed, or that we've agreed to. The other guys, they didn't. They are free, and unfortunately, I have shared some things with Vince and James, so they're just kind of on a I don't know, be good kind of a thing right now. 3 minutes 56 seconds is what it says right now. Central Time 7:30 ish. Dexter says. Oh, Dexter is what Fire Team Collie said. Any rate, let me see here. I assume we can buy that exclusive T-shirt. Oh, okay. Let's see here. A bunch of people just signed up, I guess, or pre-ordered some of their Pip-Boys. How many of you? I am curious. Like, who else is actually logged in and going to be able to see and hear the actual show versus just watching me sit here? I also have food, by the way. Everybody hungry? It's I don't know. My wife makes this really good bean salad, which will counteract, or I should say, balance out the things I ate elsewise today. But at the same time, quite interested in the Birdie Bird. I am too. I'll get to see that as well. It's heavy, I'll tell you that much, because that one's all die-cast metal and has a lot of working parts in it. So I mean, it's just like it's solid. There's no space in it except where the characters go, and is a figure in it too, by the way, that's made from the show itself, from a model that they provided from the show. Let's see here. As high as I am, I know it's a little off topic, but I watched a podcast with the owner of the lawn company last night, and I bought one of the mini Pokeballs. Oh, okay, very cool. Just came in today. Wow, really? You already got it? Gee whiz. Absolutely love it. Oh, okay. That's very cool. So it's an update on that. I got just enough time before this starts. So if you watch that, you probably also saw where we had this whole discussion about it opening and about the belt, and so James and I were like, no, we're pretty sure that we did. We tracked it down actually long before we released it on YouTube, because that whole next week I was in Nevada, and during that time I mean we quickly researched. We found all the games, basically all the Game Boy Advance games had the belts on the trainers with the little balls, and so he actually took that week to the different Pokemon places and has proposed to Pokemon that they're able to do something. I don't know what the outcome is yet. We also showed them that the ball does open also in that Game Boy Advance version. It opens bottom wise down, but there's nothing you can see on the inside, and that's an issue because apparently you can't do anything that the game doesn't show. So it still was a problem as far as that goes. Anyway. Everyone's getting logged in, it says. Let's see here. Ready. I'm not. Prime Video is not available in your region. Oh, I'm sorry. That stinks. Well, I'll give you, now I will warn you, it's a very good chance you're going to get spoilers if you're not watching it. As long as you're okay with that, no biggie. You're not going to hear any sound from the actual show because that'll get this taken off the air live stream real quick. Let's see here. It's 1:30 in the morning. Oh, wow. Yeah. In the UK right now, in England, about 2 a.m. But you're ready and awake. Well, that's good. At one point in time, today actually, the report was that we might have to go to England to look at the to see the tested people and stuff. But I think now it's actually working the other way around. So they're going to try and get back in time for us to meet up with them. This is about the second week in May that we're planning on it. But anyway, the time is here, live from Vault 33. The vault doors are open. So now what do? It says vault doors are open, 5:30 p.m. So right now, it has straight zeros on it. Oh, refresh your page. That's what I just did. Let's see. Okay. Live from Vault 33. So, I'm a little nervous. I don't want to close it. Again, this is what it looks like right now for me. And it had that red thing popped up saying live from Vault 33. Oh, let's see if I can get this back down there. Oh yeah, I've also got a little friend down here I haven't showed you yet. Wait, it says come out in another half an hour here in the UK. Oh, okay. See, that means that's the time that it comes out here too. That is in about a half an hour. So if you want to stay up, you're ready to go. What Pip-Boy model do you recommend I get? Well, in case you haven't heard, by the way, you might have also heard that after the interview that we did with Chris, I was like, wait a minute. It was like 4 hours hanging out with Chris. And never once did it occur to me, I didn't know what this Pip-Boy was called. And so I emailed Chris and I'm like, hey, what is this thing called, by the way? Because they all have identifying numbers and names. And but I said, if there isn't a name, here's a couple of options that I have. And then he emailed me back and he's like, to be honest, I don't know either. It'd be good to know that, right? So he contacted, and also Vince put in a name. He put in Pip-Boy Prime, which is a little on the nose, but at the same time, it was pretty good, right? And then Chris also came up with like Pip-Boy 3500, I think it was, and then Pip-Boy 3000 Mark 4.1, I think it was. Anyway, so then Drew got back and said, yeah, they didn't have a name for it, and they reviewed our recommendations, and they accepted my first one, which is Pip-Boy 3000 Mark 5. Now, with that, I'm going to go ahead and share the positives and negatives to that. Positives are, the reason for that is because the era where this comes out. So supposedly this show takes place around the time that Fallout 4 ends. So it makes sense, right? Pip-Boy 3000. So it also, as far as the version goes, it looks newer. It's more small. It's more up. Here we go. Something is happening. It's just a black screen at the moment. Let's see. Oh, no, play. Here we go. Is anyone else seeing that something is coming on the screen? It's just a black screen at the moment. Ooh, there's some little logos down here. Vault 33. Oh, crud. I've got to show you this stuff, and I can't do it very well. Hang on a sec. So, I'll show you. Okay, so you got some different buttons right here, and they do seem to click, and then you got this screen that suddenly popped up. Oops, I need to move that gun. It's getting in my way here. Does anyone else see anything on there? Let's go. Try refreshing. Oh, okay, I will. Let's see what happens. Oh no! I refreshed it, now it's gone. What? Okay. Let's see here. Oh, get in the vault. Click it. There we go. Jeremy Warner. Get in the vault. There we go. Okay. Now I'm in. And maybe not. I should have left it on the screen. That was my mistake. Let me see if I can try one other thing here. No. You can see the live chat. Got a streaming error. Refreshing. And to the start here. Oh, that's okay. I mean, I see the live from Vault 33. I should have just left it on the screen, I think. Nope. Sorry. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to see if I can try something else here. Server probably overloaded on their side. It could be trailers playing, huh? Oh, well. Let me try refreshing it again. I think that was what it was trying to do when it was on my screen, was that the trailer, but I've already seen the trailer. No worries. So far, you're not missing anything. Oh, okay. Let me also try logging into a different area of this. What was I saying? I was saying something about the Pip-Boy. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they came back and they said Pip-Boy. Okay, so the problem with this, if the name is true. The Pip-Boy, this is obviously a newer version. It can do some things that the Pip-Boy 3000 couldn't in game. It looks a little bit more streamlined. It looks like a newer Pip-Boy. There's several reasons why it would be a newer version. But at the same time, this is Vault 33. And the question has always been, well, do the vaults, is it just because they were in certain areas? Is it that they opened at a certain time and when they put them in? Obviously 76 was before 111 and so on and so forth. But at any rate, so okay. Oh, it does say, okay. It does say watch now. Let me click that one. No, this is the trailer. Yeah, you're right. But at any rate, Fallout Fan Premiere live now. You go into it. Let me see what's going on. Enter your name to get in the vault. I did that already. That's a bummer if it's not working right for that part. I don't know. Let me know if there's something exciting that happens on the screen. I'll keep trying to refresh. But at the same time, so what Pip-Boy model should I get? That was the last question. That was what I was trying to answer originally, right? I personally, I would say that model, the Mark V, 3000 Mark V, the new one that's coming out. If you're wanting something that's good to display, looks really real, you can wear it to a con and people would be impressed, that'd be the one. I will say, though, when I wore this to New Vegas, which I also want to speak about that. So one thing about the interface is that people had a problem with, people were like, you're just using that 76, or you're just using the Fallout 4, app on your Pip-Boy 2000. And people that were like, it's the wrong interface. I know. The problem is that the true interface for the 2000, when it's lit up, it's hard to tell that it's not just a lit up screen. I like using, even though I have the one that looks exactly like it should for 76, and also lets you change the color, by the way, so you can go to the yellow, orange, or to the green. On the flip side, it's trying to do it again. It's doing something now again. And interesting. I don't know what it's doing. It says live. Oh, general source error. Oh, is that what you were talking about? I think that's what Zap Wizard was referring to. General source error. Yeah, it did it for me too. I'm not worried about the actual show having this problem, although I'm sure Prime is really excited about the fact that so many people are in there trying to access it. Um, but at any rate, what I was starting to say is I the reason why I liked the Fallout 4 interface on the Pip-Boy 3000 interface on my 2000 was mostly because you could see it moving. You could tell it wasn't just a lit up screen, and that was the whole thing I wanted in the beginning. Is I wanted to show, hey, this is not just a lit up screen. This isn't just what people are getting. Although I was really impressed, if you saw me doing one of the phases for the Pip-Boy 2000 that we're working on now, I took apart that working, the flickering screen, which is pretty impressive. I like how he put it together. It's very clever because you when it's turned off, you can't see that image is there or anything. It's very clever how they did it. They did it more as a projection. Let's try to do it again, rather than actually. Oh, there we go. Oh, they are. So if you already logged in before, it's also giving you a countdown in 19 minutes, 25 seconds. If you went into Prime before or you've watched some of the trailers, you've probably also seen the making of behind the scenes that they're doing. So tell me too if I start talking too loud, because with the show going, I do have it cranked up. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. I'm afraid to do anything with it though. You know what I mean? I'm afraid to change anything. Yeah, I probably don't want to touch this too much. Anyway, so they've got the right now they're just doing the behind the scenes pieces that they've already released, both on YouTube and on Prime is playing right now. But anyway, good. Sounds good. But at the same time, when I wore this thing to Fallout New Vegas, people were freaking out, and yet other people have this. I mean, it's not like I'm the only one out there. And when people would see that screen and they saw it moving, the animated screen, that was the thing that got them. And especially at night, when we were at night there. That place, by the way, if you haven't gone to the New Vegas event in Good Springs, Nevada, highly recommend. Last year was over 3,000 people. The first year was like over 300 people. Who knows how many people are going to show up this year? It could be huge, but I'm very excited about it. James is planning on going with me, so he's going on a long trip. But we're going to meet up there, hang out for a few days, do some very Vegas-y things, and then go to the actual event and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. It was really fun. It was so much fun. Everybody there was awesome. So if you haven't done it, check it out. But anyway, I've also got somebody else to help me watch this. He's been down here charging. Let me put his head back on. Let's see here. Questions. Sorry, I'm falling behind. That was the answer the Pip-Boy should have got. Okay, yep, I got in. All right. The people trying to tell me how to get in. Yeah, there's got to be a lot of people watching, but it is working right now. Atomic IQ Challenge. Test the Wasteland. Oh, they are actually doing a game right now. What year does the Great War happen? Everybody got the answer? Any answers? It's probably going to disappear. Although it doesn't let you click it. I thought maybe it was an actual game. Doesn't look like it. You just have to guess. 1965 was the answer. Well, this is cool. 2004 is the answer. No. 2176? Nope. It was just what it is printed on my thing back here, 2077. Followers, sorry, here. What is the name of the Wasteland militarized group? Which is in, I think, the second episode, I think they appear. Which one is it? The choices were Vault Tech. They're all disappearing too fast. The Brotherhood is going to be the last one showing here. Yep, D. But at any rate, yeah, so look at this. Here he is. Let's go turn him on, though, so he can help me out. Wait. There's one more thing I have to do. Oh. It just kicked me back out again. That's a bummer. I think it won't be an issue, though, again, when the actual show starts playing. I love this thing. I used it for making my third Pip-Boy video. In case you saw that. The one that was floating along. That wasn't like a 3D thing or anything. That was an actual model. And then we separately filmed fire and things to be able to have it coming out. And then I did some cool tricks to be able to. Okay, bud, you can turn on. Let's see. Oh no, I might be doing it wrong. It's been sitting down here for 2 years, I think it is. Oh, play. Play. Are you ready to turn on? Did it burn you out? I might have to charge him longer. I don't know. I might have to get a new battery from him. He's been down here so long. Well, let's try it. Oh, jeez. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Now he's going. I think also if I push it again, I can't remember how this works. Like you push different things and then the fire turns on somehow. Can't remember. Anyway, if I keep touching him though, he's motion senses motion, and he also hears what you're saying and will respond. So that's kind of cool. I'm refreshing my screen here. Let's see here. Oh, you guys also got kicked out? Yes, this is from, this is the official gear store, Mr. Handy. And it doesn't look that big like this, but he really is. I mean, he's a big guy. My favorite thing about it is actually the aperture. Can you guys see the eyes very clearly? If I turn this, you can see it open and close. It's like, it's just really cool. I don't know. Fully posable, everything. We actually used this. So we actually had to create an arm just like this for the third Pip-Boy video. And then my daughter came in with the arm to hand me this cloth. And then we superimposed that in the video. So when you see me, he comes floating in, I grab the cloth and I hand it back to him and he takes it away and stuff. That's how we pulled that off. I'm seeing stuff up here. I can't see down below. Any rate, re-release other cold merch. I agree, but so he's in the show, for example. I would not be surprised if they do re-release some things. I don't know if it'll be for the same price. He was not cheap, though, I will say. So, like, he's on a stand right here. It's very cool. But anyway, I was kind of hoping he would respond to me or be going here and there tonight. But I don't know. Can't remember really how to turn them on and off very well. So it's kind of part of the problem. So we still got some time before the actual show starts. I'm guessing, anybody get back in? Let's see. I'll try it one more time. Seems like I get in for a second and then I get kicked out. For the show, I think I'm just going to go to the normal viewing list. Okay, supposedly I'm back in. Any rate, but yeah, I love my Mr. Handy. I was going to sell him because he was so much money. He was not cheap. But I thought, I got to include him inside the last video because he's one of my favorite parts of Fallout. And so I spent the money. By the way, something to watch out for that happened to me when I got him. I went online and I found Mr. Handy, and I think I searched him for Bethesda. And I took the link, I went in there, and it wasn't until after I purchased him that I found out I had purchased it from the UK store. And so I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? So I contacted them. They said, no problem. They canceled it. They gave me the link to go to the US store. I went to the US store. I was able to get it. So at any rate, so I did get them. But then my plan was, I'll just resell them. I'm sure I'll resell them for a good price. And of course, once when I had them, I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it, man. Thought about even selling it on our own store because I had planned on trying to make some cash to pay for other projects, some big projects, but not so good at doing that. But at any rate, right now it's on the Q&A. What? So for me, it keeps going back to the other piece, but then it'll randomly bring me in. So maybe it'll bring me in there. I don't know. So is the Q&A the one where they're in the classroom? Because I think I've also seen that video already. all of these, I think the ones that they were showing are all the things they've been releasing this last week to try and promote it. We broke it. How much money was he? I'm embarrassed to even say, because I think it was like 250 or something like that. It was not cheap. But when I got him, I think it was like 2 days later he became unavailable for purchase. So I did purchase him for a bit. You're in and watching some sort of animation thing about Vault-Tec. Oh man, I want to see that. Well, gee. I also wonder if it has to do with how many windows I have open. Let me try and... Oh, look at this. Something is happening. Nope, general source error. Bink. We'll see. Get in the vault. Try it again. I don't know. Well, tell us about... So what's the animation thingy? What's going on in there? I am curious as to what it is. Is it one that we've seen before? I don't know. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, intro to becoming a Vault-Tec seller to get people into vaults. Oh, that's awesome. It's a new one too? That sounds awesome. That's pretty good. Huh, I think I'm going to open up a second page for the first piece, Vault Dwellers and Wastelanders. The web page, when you're in here too, they have stuff you can buy, like a huge Brotherhood of Steel Maximus. Oh wow, it doesn't say any other information about what. Great War 2077. I mean, they have different information in here. You got the extras. I think that's what you're watching right now. And then, let's see. I think I'll just keep refreshing this other page just in case it becomes available on there. Yeah, it's definitely a new one. Okay. Well, yeah, I'd like to see the animation. That'd be very cool. Let's see. What else we got going on? What else can I tell you? Anything else you guys want to know? I mean, oh, it's over. The animation's over. Are you guys eating stuff? Are you going to bed? Are you watching this in bed? Are you at work? I'm curious where you are. So like I said, this is like a bean salad thing. Very, very healthy, but very good. If I have green gunk on my teeth, that's very simple. All right. So Sam asked, probably don't know, but I was wondering if the Birdie Bird by the One Company is coming to Bethesda International or to Amazon Europe. The Birdie Bird, so there's a lot of things to know about that. First thing to know is the only way the Birdie Bird's going to happen, that's not guaranteed unless people show interest. Because there is a price. I mean, that one's more expensive than the Pip-Boy. If you want it, if you're really wanting it to come out, you need to go to the One Company's website and show your interest in it. That's going to drive whether or not they go forward with the production of it. And then they're going to do something similar to what they're doing with the Pip-Boy. And then the plan is, I think, first quarter of 2025 is when that comes out. So that's that piece. Yeah, that's what I know about the Birdie Bird. Well, I know other things about it, but that's probably what you want to know, I'm guessing. And then as far as where it comes out through, I would guess that's also a Gear Store IGN plan. Although there are some things that are also coming out on, you're right, some stuff is coming out through Amazon. For example, some of the softwares that, or what did he call them? Soft line stuff. So like the wallet and stuff like that, that'll come out through Amazon. Let's see. Do you recommend the show Pip-Boy or the Fallout 76 kit? I mean, I recommend both. Like, if you had to choose, personally, I mean, I know that this is going to be a mixed bag. There's going to be plenty of people that are going to disagree with me because they haven't seen the new one yet in person. But I would say the new one, if you're wanting something that's done. I love my 76, the 2000. I do. I love what I did to it. And the problem is, I mean, for years, because it's been years since I made that, I've had comments. The most common comment is, well, can I get that? Can you just make it for me and buy it? Because I don't know how to do any of that stuff, or I'm not interested in doing the work to whatever. If you're one of those people, then this new Pip-Boy that's coming out, it just has it all already. You don't have to do anything to it. That's where it is. So, at any rate, I'll tell you during the show what I know as far as why it looks the way it does. They just had a link to buy the fan premiere T-shirt for $10. Really? Well, that's cool. It would have been. Well, that's cool. I didn't even get to see the link for the fan premiere T-shirt. Let me try and click it again. I've only got 5 minutes though before it starts, so I hope I don't have to watch it through this thing where we keep getting disconnected. I hope it's through the other. I also wonder if my other link I have open is part of what's messing me up. I don't know. Let me try one more thing and see what happens. Was it far travel to Nevada for the new Vegas con? Were you traveling a long road like a real wastelander? Kind of, because we on that trip. We went from the dam, which is right on the Arizona border, all the way out to Prim, or whatever it's called in real life, which is on the California border. So I mean that was a bit of a travel. And then Good Springs is kind of near there. So if you're going to stay actually in a hotel and you don't care what the hotel's like, and you want to stay in a hotel that's in the game, then Buffalo Bills is the place to go, and that's right there on the border of California. So, at any rate, I got the live thing again. Oh, okay. I'm back in again. I don't know what's going on. It says 3 minutes left. Am I going to be able to maximize the screen too? I'm going to try and maximize it. It looks like it. They're just showing the same making of videos over and over again. Let's see here. Zap Wizard, the shirt was gone before you could check out? Dang, really? People really pushing for that one. They want to show it online afterwards. They want to put it on their Instagram, probably. That's too bad. Was it a cool shirt at least? I don't know. You'd think that they would still be able to get it. Appreciate the stream, by the way, Chief. Awesome, thank you. Is it Swagwords? JD Cullig? Did I get it even close? Probably not even close now. Slifer Jam. You got 2? Wow. Well, that would be where they went. There you go, Zap Wizard. Going to watch it on the big screen. That's a good way to go. Rewatch for your comments later. That's a good way to go. Yeah. Then you don't have me talking the whole time and stuff. It's kind of like trying to watch it all the way through. I'm kind of concerned that I'm not going to be able to get the full experience myself because I'm going to be trying to share stuff while I'm watching it. But on the flip side, this could be pretty cool. If you are logged in watching it, so like you're in there right now, like I am, it is on the screen right now. It says 1 minute 36 seconds on the screen in the bottom left corner right now. If you're watching it right now, let me know. That way I kind of get a feeling for who all is actually able to see things and how much I need to talk and describe things. You're watching right now. All right, Slifer Jam. Is it Slifer Jam? Yeah? No? I don't know. All right, I'm going to get a couple more bites here. What am I drinking? What am I eating? I got my salad thing. I got some milk and I got some chocolate waffles. There we go. There's the please stand by screen up right now. 55 seconds left to go. Just like in the game. Let's hope that when it hits 0, it doesn't disconnect. It's working at the moment, though. I think I'm going to go ahead and put in my other. I don't know why I have it out, actually. I think it was to tell how loud I was being. Make sure I don't talk too loud. Mm-hmm. You're watching? Yep. Okay. 28 seconds, 27 seconds, 26 seconds. I could put my milk in here. I was just looking at my cup. Probably fit right there. I can drink it right out of there. That'd be interesting. I'm not going to try it, though. All right. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now, you'll notice that I was hoping to do this in sync, so I'm also going to be out of sync yet. I can't control when it starts for me. So, it is now going live. Todd Howard, thanking everyone for watching. It looks like, if you're looking at him, they filmed that at the Philly event in Texas. So, okay. Here we go. And Amazon MGM Studios, they've got the TV up there. Kilter Films. And Bethesda. You can hear the classic music. It starts off with the end. It starts off saying the end. Lasso in the air. I forget. I just blanked on the actor's name. Usually he's in comedies. Every time I've seen him, he's this is at a birthday party going on where all the kids are dressed up as cowboys, but in the classic blue and yellow. Meanwhile, on the radio, they're talking about how the president's missing. Oh, there is Mr. Handy. Right off the bat. Boy, he's in the first scenes in the kitchen. You know, there used to be someone that used to watch my channel that was a collector of televisions. And we had a long discussion about that TV. If you have one or have access to one, let me know. This looks like the Hollywood Hills where this was filmed. Aw. Someone tells me this is going to be sad. But that would be Fallout, wouldn't it? You got to have some kid killed or somebody come back to life or become their father or something. I thought he was a vault salesman. So he's an actor? He was a vault salesman. Oh, he is. He's a cowboy actor. Oh, look at that. Hey, I got that right here. So I've seen Mr. Handy. I've seen some 1950s stuff. Oh, yes. There's some Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles. Yeah, you're right. Hmm. I'm going to be really disappointed if I cry on the live stream, but I guess it's always a possibility. Uh-oh. She's going to hold up her thumb. Yep. Hmm. If you go to Vegas, there's an atomic museum where they actually have a simulation, and you get to see how long it takes for the sound to reach where you are. So that's why nobody's heard anything yet. They're only seeing it. The sound is still coming. Here it comes. Yeah. Oh, that was his wife. How did I miss that? Mm-mm. Oh, it wasn't his wife. Okay. There's one car so far that they've shown that's kind of like the 76 cars. Oh, there's a second one. Oh, man. That's, yeah. Okay. So far, this is really good. Oh, no. The Amazon app on your TV doesn't work yet. Zap Wizard. All right. It's now that I'm going to speak about that Pip-Boy that she's wearing. So the most common question I've gotten about this Pip-Boy about the show is why is it silver and why is it so small and why does it not have vents on it and things like that. There's actually a reason for that. And speaking to some of the people tied in with the props and the set, the idea was to go with absolutes, so simplifying things and then sticking with certain colors. So all the blues are exactly the same blue. All the yellows are the exact same yellow. All the when they show the corn, you'll see that the corn that is awesome. They're powering the TV. The corn will be exactly yellow, and then it's the same yellow, and the green is the exact green. And so that's why it looks the way it does because they had to make it look simple and minimal to show that more utopian slash 1950s look, and then that way when she leaves compared to the real world where there's more detail, it will stand out more. It'll be more of a contrast. So that's the reason why it's designed the way it is, in case you were wondering. Also, those Pip-Boys do actually work as well. They had a function to them, the one that doesn't open in the front. So that they put special things on there on the cast for the cast that actually did entertain the cast. So it actually had maps in it, and then it also had little games and things that they could play, just to try and get them to get used to using it. So, anyway, that's probably all I'm going to say for a few minutes. Oh boy. Also, we did find out from Amazon that we did a spoiler in our interview because we showed the Pip-Boy with the screen that shows you are approved to get married. That wasn't something that was intended to be released beforehand. All right. Love this set. Great lore details too. This is all set, by the way. This is not, there's no special effects with that. That is the actual set. In a sound studio. Yeah, I love that little detail that they wrote their names in the wedding dress. Everyone that wears it. Nope. That is true, Sam. Well, Classic Glue will have to add some details to his vault that he built with the. The other difference with the Pip-Boy that they're selling versus the one in the show, the one in the show had no foam or padding because it was made exactly to their arm. So the one that's coming out does have something to make sure it sticks to your arm. So if you got a small arm, big arm, it doesn't matter. It'll fit most sizes, I guess you could say. I thought they were going to get married right there. I think my next goal is to tour that set. This is how you charge that Pip-Boy, by the way. It actually does pull off and plugs into a USB. That's wrong because it's hard because they're in a vault. I mean, you don't have a lot of options here, right? So I mean, chances are can be some things that happen. That's very unfortunate. What a great detail, though. Yeah. I wonder how many people are gonna cosplay in a wedding dress with a Pip-Boy. Does she have the Pip-Boy on right now? So they're connected to the 33 is connected to the 32 vault then. I didn't know that. Hmm. There's always a dark thing, though. You know there's something bad, right? There's got to be something wrong. Prater. Oh, not too shabby. I can't tell. Is his suit a little bit different? Hmm. A lot of these actors were also in Westworld. Yeah, it feels medieval selling a woman for a couple of bags of grain. Yeah, that's true. In exchange for a breeder. Hmm. She looks like she knows. I think she knows. Yeah, yeah. I think this is that other vault that you always find out about where they did all the experiments or something's going down or they took it over. Like, what did the guy die from? You know that something happened, right? Yeah. Are you still waiting for the first Fallout episode? Oh, Amongst Us. Oh, we. It's playing right now. Um, in case you want to watch it on Amazon right now, and that's what we're watching. I like the I like the projection system idea. Like you could pull it off with the 1950s technology, but it's also kind of futuristic. That's the key to it. I always call the Vault Tech stuff and all the stuff from Fallout kind of uh, retro punk is my word for it, but there's an actual other term for it. Hmm. Good music too so far. It's right in line. Vault looks great. The storyline's great so far. The screen just went black. I'll do good. Hmm. I wonder how many vaults are tied together. Is it just 32, 33, or I remember there being like vaults that were split in some of the games, or where they built a wall, they like to keep the scientists on one side and oh, pay close attention. See the curtains right there? You can get a piece of those curtains if you buy the wallet. It's wrapped around it. All right. So I can't show this to my kids, I guess. Oh, she even has an exterior. They also have those blind things that have the messages on them. Uh-oh. Something bad's going to happen. No rad roaches or anything yet. Oh, he got into the other vault. Oh, that's bad. So can kind of guess where this is going. I didn't think she had problems until after she left the vault, but I was a little worried. So basically, he didn't impregnate her then. All right, so start laying bets. How many of you say that he's going to be killed in the next 60 seconds? And he doesn't make it back to the vault. How many think he makes it back to the vault and then everybody gets killed? Oh no! That almost looked exactly like Timmy, didn't it? We'll see. Message is help. Okay. Another moderator just handled this. I tried to release your comment, Sam, but it won't let me. So are they not really Vault 32 people? Is that a possibility? Oh, he's got radiation. That's what I don't get. Why does it have the Geiger counter there, but it also has a Geiger counter on the side? Uh-oh. Wow. Oh. Dang, that sounded bad. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, good job. She's got some skills. I guess, yeah, it showed her earlier training, right? Hopefully everybody else has some fighting skill, too. It's going to be one of those things where the knife's inside of him. So you think that she got stabbed, but he actually got stabbed, right? Oh, or not. Mm-mm. Jeez. Dang, man. I need a stem pack now. Uh-oh. Look, here it is. Look at that. I couldn't see enough detail because it's so dark, though. Mm-mm. Did anyone lay bets before before that came up? Mm-mm. Ooh, I like that. I gotta screen cap some of the shots of that. Does anybody recognize that? Oh, this is the drug gun, right? Yeah. Did you guys see that there is a there is a jukebox that they're selling? Hmm. I didn't know that things were going to turn bad so fast in the show. Because of jelly mold out there. Jeez. Was he in on it or something? How come he's living through all this? Hmm. Hmm. Whoa. Oh, it's the film melting. Hmm. Okay, that explains the eye patch that she's wearing in the ads. Hmm. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Hmm. Oh. Oh, he lived. Oh, we lost the bets. If anyone bet against him, looks like he's still doing it. Oh, wow, that's a great effect. They oh, there you go. All right, Bald Eater's still alive. Oh, yep, still alive. Hmm. You can tell that he's seen stuff, right? Death Boy Corn Bath. That is pretty good. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. She's still around. Whoa. What? Oh no. Oh man. It's kind of a Fallout 4 theme going on here. Oh, they only drugged him though. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. So which side were they on? Were they on the 32 side or the 33 side at that point? Was that the end of the show? Oh no. Oh, Brotherhood is still. Okay. That's the first owner of one of the first vertibirds that the one company made. Just the prototype, but Supposed to go to Elon Musk, I guess, originally, and then they gave it to him instead. To Maximus, the guy that plays Maximus. Flags right. Oh no! What just happened here? Oh, there we go. It's taken straight from the game. Oh, yeah. Not to distract you from the show, but look, I got him to work. Yes, you can. There you go. You can make comments. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Why must you humans always resort to violence?
That looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Oh, jeez.
I shall remain here then and secure the home box.
All right.
The last thing raiders need is an intelligent leader. It would make them a proper force to be reckoned with, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, look. Yeah, no doubt. There's a Nuka-Cola machine. 2 Nuka-Cola machines. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. What were they? What was the prop that they were throwing in there? Oh, they got selected. Hmm. What do you think, Mr. Andy? You see anything? No? Okay. He's entrenched in it too. There you go. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez.
Worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
Oh. What? Oh, there it is. Trying to fix it all up. So how many people are left? Like 5? uh, yeah. They're going to help feed the corn now. Is this the first time that we're seeing the Vault Boy? Okay. Yeah, I would not have done it that way. At least get a really strong glue. Don't. You're not going to suture it. Uh, no, there's no bad ideas in a brainstorm. Oh, yeah. Hmm. This is the weirdest video I've ever done. I'm just sitting here. Don't lose your head. I've seen that one. That is a real one from the game. Up. Nuka-Cola machine. Bottle should be on the other side, though, right? So this is her brother and her cousin, right? Do I have this right? So she's related to like half the people down there now. Yeah, it is. Sam's right about that. It is. I don't know if it's the boys level, Corey, but yes, there's definitely a. Wow, that is great looking. The stuff he's saying is like right on the money with what's going on. Yeah, the set's pretty great. Obviously, the part where they looked down was they did have to use some special effects, but I mean, most of this is 1-to-1. Uh oh, here they come. Okay, go. Go, Lucy, get out of there. And that's the backpack right there. First look at the backpack. Same pattern, same material that you can get. It is a kind of on the expensive side. Oh, really? You never heard of the game? MJ Daniel says. But you're going to be watching it tomorrow. Okay. Well, good. Wow. Wow. The vault door opening is. The sounds are. You only have 1 minute. You got to get out quick. One thing I was told that we get to see for the first time is how it's closed from the outside or open from this. I can't remember. Somebody mentioned the latch from the outside. Look at that. That looks awesome. It looks great. Hmm. Hmm. Never much of a gamer. I like to read a lot. Yeah, there's not a ton of things to read when it comes to Fallout. Although there's several books that kind of it's based off of. But oh wow. It's kind of like the stuff that they found in Hiroshima. Hmm. Oh, there you go. Now we know where it is. Anybody recognize that boardwalk? This is California, by the way. Oh, still going. I don't know who's planning on watching the whole thing tonight, but add up the hours. It's going to be a bit. You didn't like the wedding pair? He's the one that sabotaged his friend. Look at that fridge. Or is that a? Huh. Starting to feel a little bit like Game of Thrones, something along those lines. What do you think, Mr. Andy?
Thank you very much.
Oh, there you go. Flesh is weak, steel is not, right? Hmm. Hmm. I like the fact they've made all their characters have weaknesses. That's important to a storyline. I like that nobody's like super, super strong. Oop. There you go. What do you think, Mr. Handy? Oh, Mr. Handy doesn't have anything to say about that, I guess. Problem with this live stream, you can't see how long it has left or anything. Whoa, look at this set. I almost wish that they were spending more time with different views so I could kind of take it in. I agree. I'm no cop. I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop. I know. I don't know. You think he was? You think he was the one that sabotaged it? I don't know. It is possible. I kind of thought that initially, but now I'm kind of questioning it. I don't know. Or was it them? Like, did they actually want him and it was a test? I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was him at this point. It's funny. A couple of these actors that are just background actors, they are actually major actors in a lot of other movies, shows. Like him. That is so cool how they did that too. So it tells them where to plot them. Oh, look at that. Dog meat. Did say his name was Dog Meat, but Enclave, right? Uh-oh. Did I lose my stream for a second there? Oh, maybe. Wow. There they are. There's the birdie birds. So the model would be open on one side, and then it will have one of these figures inside of it. I forgot which. What did he say it was? 1/32, or it's. I can't remember what the. Wow. Hmm. Higher up. Oh, let's see. I think that the cheesiest thing they could do is make it where it was higher up. Things happen. It has to choose. Feels much more OG Fallout. It does so far. It is a little bit more of the. earlier Fallout, like the vehicles earlier too. It was kind of a crossover. I saw one that kind of looked like 76, but the rest of them are 3, 4. Or sorry, 2, 3, because 4 I did have those vehicles. Jeez, if one episode is this long, you'd be watching it into tomorrow. Well, like tomorrow, the same time to finish it. Isn't it 8 episodes? 10 episodes? Some respect. Mr. Handy, you got respect?
Why must you humans always resort to violence?
I don't know. The junk jet. Zep Wizard. 8 episodes. It's supposed to be 45 to 60 minutes, but it's already been. It's already been. It's almost been 2 hours, right? Am I wrong about that? Wait, let's hear. 7:30 my time. 8 till 9. Oh, it's been an hour. Well, let's wait and see. There's been no breaks, and it's been an hour already. By the way, what do you guys think of Mr. Handy's responses? They go right with the show, don't they? Anyone want the Enclave version of the Pip-Boy? Oh, we know who this is. Oh, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Okay. It's him. Yeah, it is. I don't think I want to know what happened to the little girl. No, there's got to be a sad story. You can hear my family walking around upstairs. Everything I've seen him in is usually comedies. Oh. Mr. Handy? He's got nothing to say. He's busy watching the show. It is spaghetti westerns vibes. You're right. Very true. Oh wow. Jeez.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Handy.
Help, sir. Just say the word.
The ghoul.
You have insulted my honor, and for that you must die. I'm going to clean up all this.
That was pretty awesome. With that, that's the end of the first episode. I wish you luck in watching however many more you watch tonight, and how much you know by tomorrow if you beat all your friends and their information on this. Zap Wizard, Sam Ogie. I thought so too. I thought he was gonna like rip apart the chicken and eat it. That I thought the same thing in my mind. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. This is exactly. Wow, look at the backgrounds. Even the ending is right in line. What do you guys think of Mr. Handy? He was throwing out one-liners right and left, right in sync with the show. It was pretty good. Well, I am going to watch some more episodes later on tonight, but not streaming, unfortunately. I appreciate you guys. Maybe I'll even do this more in the future on some other things, and I hope to see you as we look at those other props later on this month, and give you some more insights and be the first, because we're going to have exclusive access to a lot of stuff that you're only going to be able to find out here on your Geek Fix. Thanks so much. Oh yeah. What? There we go.